Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, President Museveni of Uganda issued a statement yesterday, and seemingly his comments are meant to provoke his neighbors, especially Kenya. He's touching on the issue of border, and Museveni seems to suggest that they need a share of Indian Ocean, but through Kenya. That they cannot be a landlocked country. Then you're talking about having a business block arrangement, but yet their access to the ocean is not that free as they may thought of. For that reason, he has threatened that we may, in the near future, have a war as far as the issue of access to the Indian Ocean is concerned. He is demanding that. And this is what he said, if I quote him: "How can you say that you are in a block of flats and that the compound belongs only to the flats on the ground floor? That compound belongs to the whole block. All the flats are entitled to the compound. Uganda is landlocked inside here, but where is my ocean?" In fact, he's not even using the word our ocean. He has treated Uganda as his own property. You see, where is my ocean? Ni kama ni mali yake as an individual. "It belongs to me. I am on the top floor of the block. And then you say the compound belongs to the ocean, to the ones on the ground floor. This is madness." So he's bringing in the issue of building a storied house. That for you to get to ground floor, there's a way. And therefore, basement and the ground floor there, if there is a space maybe to do gardening and what, they also have a share to that. How does it work? How do you see it? In Uganda, even if you want to build a navy, now, from where you get his ambition, Museveni has ambitions of having a navy in the Indian Ocean through Kenya. That's the truth. There are also other hidden issues that we will be discussing in this video. Why he's bringing this statement at such a time? How can you build it? We do not have access to the sea. The political organization in Africa is so irrational. Some of the countries have no access to the sea, not only for economic purpose, but also for defense purpose. You are stuck. How do I export my products? That is why we have had endless discussion with Kenya. So specifically even mentioning Kenya, this one stops, another comes, the railway, the pipeline, we discuss. But that ocean belongs to me because it is my ocean. I am entitled to that ocean. In the future, we are going to have wars. Museveni has declared war.
I am entitled to that ocean. In the future, we are going to have wars. In the future, we are going to have wars. How can you say that you are in a block of flats, that the compound belongs to only the flats on the ground floor, that the compound belongs to the whole block? All the flats are entitled to the compound.
Yeah.
There's no way you can say. So may I just watch these people? You are really endangering yourself. How can you have a situation like this? Uganda is landlocked inside here. But where is my ocean? My ocean is the Indian Ocean. So, no, it belongs, really, me. I'm on the top floor of the block. And then you say the compound belongs only the ones on the ground floor. This is madness.
Now, when we come to the issue of landlocked countries, it is not only Uganda. There are very many. At least few have access to offshores. So when Museveni brings this discussion, it can never be just a Ugandan discussion only. It needs to involve all those other countries that are landlocked if such a decision has to be reached. Remember, every country that has access to the ocean, there is meters or kilometers that they will be in control of from the land going to the sea or ocean. There are kilometers. Unaweza claim samaki, kama kuna madini kule labda gold or what, or if there is oil, you demand, you claim. Remember the war that Kenya has had with Somalia. It is not the mainland. It is the ocean. So Museveni is here to demand that. We have seen also the other war that we had, and it is still there with Uganda. For example, Uganda is claiming, Museveni, that Migingo Island is in Kenya, but the waters belong to Uganda. That is in Lake Victoria. Look at that. And he has been, allowed to do that nonsense there. Kenyans who have been doing fishery along that island, they have suffered. They have been arrested by the Ugandan military. They are even raising their flag on that island. But it is in Kenya side. Museveni. This is the same president's son, Muhoozi, who actually at one point threatened to capture Nairobi city. Today, he has also commented on his father's remarks. And this is what he's saying. I agree with my father. Kenya should quickly give us access to the Indian Ocean because it is rightfully belong to us. Yeye ametumia neno us, sababu yeye na baba yake kama nani. In the future, there will be very big problem if they cannot honor our wish. For years, we have remained silent while being locked out of what is rightfully ours. Huyo ni kijana yake, mwanajeshi, mkubwa wa wanajeshi kule. So look at the extent of that war. Why now? That is the question we are also asking. I want us to conclude with answering why now. But before we do that, I have a quick and humble request for those who are watching this channel and you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. By the way, as of late, if you're not aware, YouTube is not recommending our videos to more viewers. So try to help us by just sharing the video. There is share button on every video. You can share it out and we can reach more larger audience. But I know we will get back on our knees, and the channel will just do well because our numbers are good, though viewership is not impressing as of now. Now let us go back to this discussion. Why now? There are other issues. Uganda is heading to an election. The campaigns are on. This can be one of the tactics that Museveni might be using to endure to the Ugandan people to just believe that it is only Museveni who can bring this change that he's talking about, but not any other person. He wants to come out to be seen as a man who really wants to defend Uganda, who wants Uganda to have more. It is not the first time, by the way. Even Idi Amin was claiming up to Nakuru there, and claimed Western Uganda, Uganda. And it was destroyed, by the way. So Museveni might also be using this as political to gain relevance and trust and the confidence of Ugandan people. There could be other things that he's doing in Uganda, and they want to divert the attention of the people and the world at large to focus on this war that he is declaring against Kenya. Hataji Tanzania sana, lakini Tanzania pia wako na nafasi kule. Hataja Kenya na sio Somalia hata. Uganda inaguza Tanzania, inaguza Kenya. Hata mambo ya pipeline wamejenga through Tanzania, ilikuwa wajenga through Kenya, but there was other disagreements there. So the issue of politics divert the attention of the people. Museveni tuki ataleta hii nchi mabadiliko. This is a dream that can't be achieved just in a blink of an eye. At wewe tumepewa access, barabara ipite Kenya ni yako, uende paka kwa ocean. How? Even the issue of Migingo need a serious person. Ndio maana hata watu walitamani Raila akuwe president to sort out that issue. Hata kama ni kujenga jeshi la Kenya likuwe pale to claim what belongs to them, because wengi pale ni wenzetu Wajaluo. Lakini hawajalindwa vile inafaa walindwe. And that mess, it is there. We need a strong president who will stand with the truth to defend this country, but not allow every Tom and Jerry to come and make jokes here. Tunahitaji another Kenyatta mwenye aliambia Idi Amin ukweli, to come and tell Museveni the truth. I don't know your views, but please let us meet in the comment section so that we can continue with our punchline discussion. Thank you so much, and see you in our next video.